Hi and welcome to the hair salon again today. So today I am going to give you a really good scalp scratch and a good scalp check, and I'm just going to spend lots of time giving you a really scratchy massage all over your hair and just give you a little bit of attention really. So giving your scalp massage can help stimulate the blood flow, which can also help with hair loss. So I have a personal experience of this. Someone in my family has some hair loss, and when I met them, I used to give them a head massage, and over time the quality of their hair changed quite dramatically. It became a lot smoother. They had very coarse hair, and now they have much softer hair. Stimulating the scalp can help stimulate our natural oils in our hair, which makes our hair a lot softer and smoother, and it can help with the dryness in our scalp. It can really help get rid of any debris, any flaky skin. It can just help clog those pores. When our pores and our follicles create more oils, it helps to flush them out. So this can sometimes stunt the growth of the hair. So if we can stimulate the hair regularly, stimulate the scalp regularly, it should naturally increase the possibility that it's going to help with hair growth. There are certain shampoos that you can also use which help stimulate more the possibility of increased hair growth as well. Some of them are like caffeine shampoos, can be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, get your partner or your friend to give you a good scalp massage every now and then, because it can do wonders for hair growth. So there you go. So I'm going to use a number of things just to help scratch away at your scalp today. Just give it really good scratch. So let's just start with a comb. So even just combing, you don't want to overbrush or overcomb your hair, especially at the front, because extra tension, extra pulling on the hair can break the hair more often, and the hair will naturally basically decide that it doesn't want to grow anymore in that area if it keeps breaking. So you can often see this in people who wear their hairs in ponytails. So when you pull your hair back tight against the front, this can start damaging the follicles at the front, and it will mean that you might have receding hairline because you're putting so much tension. You're doing it really tight on the front of your scalp. So you need to be really careful not to overdo it, but a general itchy scratchiness which isn't pulling at the hairs will really help. So let's just give your hair a really good comb to start with. Give it a good scratch with the comb. Yeah, if you can get someone that you know to do this for you regularly, it would really help. It just helps stimulate everything. That's really good for your hair quality. How does that feel? Is that nice? Yeah, get right under there. A nice, intense scratch. I worked with someone who had MS, and one of the things they absolutely loved every day was having a really intense touch when they had their bath, and they never said that you could be too rough. I know MS affects how your nerves and your body responds to touch, so it could well be that they had some issues with feeling, sensing that stimulation in that area, so they liked it to be quite rough, and it felt really nice. I will have a little look at your scalp as well, just to see if there is anything on your scalp we need to look out for. So let's have a little look. I have seen you quite regularly here now. I thought you were enjoying it. Yes, definitely. I mean, if you can get some kind of relaxation from it, it's really worth it, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. How was the oils that we put in last time? Yeah, so yeah, it can make your hair a bit more oily for a while. And then the quality and the shine, like I can see here, it's very shiny at the moment, will improve. But like I said, the more you stimulate the scalp, the more the natural oils will help out as well. So yeah, if you can do that. Cool. Good. Good little scratch, scratch. Scratch, 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 scratch. Yeah. Good. It's looking very good. Sometimes, do you get many ingrown hairs? Yeah, so when an ingrown hair is where short curly hairs, often can turn back on themselves and go back into the follicle that they came out of, or into a nearby follicle, especially if the hairs are quite stiff. Okay. It's not very common to get ingrown hairs on your head because the hair on your head's normally softer. It's when they're stiff and they kind of work their way back in again, that's when they can be a little bit more problematic. Yeah, guys can often find that in their beards, they can get ingrown hairs. I know I'm quite clumsy. Good. Well, like I always say every time you come back, or I always check, there are no nits at the moment, no head lice, so that's good. Our treatment worked and they're staying away. And I'm guessing, yeah, you haven't got anyone in your family at the moment with them. That's good. Cool. I'm going to give you another scratch. Right on the top of your scalp. And down the sides. I'm quite relaxed today. That's really nice to hear. Good. I can see different colours in your hair. You've got some pale brown strands, some darker blackish strands. Is this your natural hair colour? That might be something we could do one day. It's a hair dye. Yeah. Yes, I'm using my bare hands because my nails are more effective on the scalp than if I was wearing gloves. So, oh yeah, of course. It just stimulates the blood flow as well. That's one of the other important issues, is that blood flow, the more your blood can get to an area, the more likely that area will thrive, because it's receiving all the nutrients and the oxygenation in the cells to keep the cells healthy. If the cells where the hairs are attached to die regularly, then it's likely your hair will fall out more in that area. So what you want to do is to be stimulating those cells where the hairs come from. And if you can increase blood flow to the area, potentially it's increasing the nutrients and the oxygen flow to that area, which should mean that your hair will be more healthy. And yes, there are different vitamins you can take that strengthen your hair, such as keratin. Keratin is a good one. For your hair, some shampoos contain keratin. All over general health definitely contributes to your hair as well. I know a lot of people who have had a baby often experience a lot of hair loss, and that is due to the fact that when they are pregnant, the body holds on to as much hair as possible. It doesn't really want to let it go. So often pregnant people have really good quality hair, really thick and luscious, because the body's trying to hold on to all these nutrients for the baby. So it holds on to other things too. But this means that when the baby's born, the body realises it doesn't need to hold on to it anymore. All those hairs that the body should have lost whilst they were pregnant, they all then suddenly seem to fall out at the same time. I know I've experienced this, and I think my hair is still not in the best condition due to it, but there's not a lot you can do until the body's hormones level themselves out again. But yes, a lot of women experience quite extreme hair loss after a baby's born. That and the general stress and exhaustion can't help, can it? No. And different seasons can affect our hair as well. Obviously in the summer it can mean that our hair can be quite dry, especially if we go in the sea, and then the salty water on our hair and then dry in the sun, it can cause a lot of breakage. The heat on the hair obviously can be quite damaging. It can be damaging to the cells, to the follicles, but also extra heat can increase the amount of sebum that our hair follicles produce. So the more grease, obviously, the more oils there are in our hair, the more greasy our hair will be. So you kind of get the two extremes during the summer. The best way to protect your hair is to make sure you wash out seawater and wash out chlorine from swimming pools as soon as you can. And don't get them too wet too often, and then drying and then heating and drying and heating and drying. It's the repeated process of doing it again and again and again, which causes breakage and our hair to kind of go a bit mad. I think probably the best time of the year for our hair is most likely going to be the change of seasons. I mean, winter can be quite damaging and drying for our hair as well, because not enough oils are produced because it's not warm enough. When we're cold, our skin can get quite flaky and dry, so yeah, it's also not so great. Were there any particular problems that you wanted to discuss about your hair today? Can I give it just a little bit of a spritz? And that one is just some nourishing oils. They have a little bit of a peppermint and tea tree. I think it's tea tree. Tea tree scent, which can be really helpful for our hair. Just going to smooth out your hair now. Because all that extra massaging and scratching of your scalp, that's obviously made it a little bit more tangly than it was before, so the spray is just making it a little bit more slippery so that I can work with it and smooth out any knots and tangles that we've got going on. Tilt your head up a bit for me. Just up like that. That's great, thank you. Good. Right, I'm just going to give another little spritz. Good. It smells really relaxing, doesn't it? It's lovely. Yeah. Okay, just keep your head back for me. Have you got a busy week ahead? Yeah. Oh, it's good that you've got this time to just have a little bit of a chill out. Sometimes we just need some time for ourselves, don't we? Everything gets a little bit overwhelming. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that spray definitely really helps. Yeah, it's looking so much smoother now. Wonderful. What treatment did we cover last time? we used the nourishing oil, didn't we? Was it the rice water oil? I think it was. Yeah. Do you have any areas of your scalp that feel a little bit itchy at the moment? And I'll give them a good scratch. Okay, just the back. Yeah, I'll try and keep your hair nice and smooth. A good scratch with the comb. Does hair loss run in your family at all? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you've got a very good head of hair and I can't see any greys at all. Yes, my hair has had too many different colours in it. Many different colours over the time. Yeah, I think I've been every colour of the rainbow. I'd say I haven't been black, but black isn't in the rainbow, so yeah. I think I'll probably go red soon. My hair was red, but it's faded a little now, so it's time to go a nice deep red for Christmas time. Good. Okay. Looking good. That scalp looks nice and nourished now. I can see the scalp's looking a little bit pink where we've increased the blood flow from stimulating and scratching. So that's looking really great. Wonderful, good. Alright, I think we're done for today. It's been lovely to see you again. Thank you for popping back. Anytime you want some more nourishing treatment for your hair, I'm here for you. Just give us a call and I'll pop your name in the diary. Lovely. Take care and I hope you have a good week. Bye now. Bye.